You made me write something weird. I wasn't even thinking of what I was writing.
Did you just write down
I
what
said what things were going into each other.
Oh, dude, but, dude. I think,
Oh, I think that was the start. I think the podcast just started.
What do you mean?
When I said what things were going into each other.
Welcome back to Organic Matters. I'm your co-host, Dominick George.
And I'm Tomas. Welcome to the 9th episode. Almost to the Big 10.
Dude, as we keep going up, we can't say the episode number. So I feel like...
Eventually. I think after episode 10.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Every episode, the first episode, we're like, first episode. And then the second episode, we're like, second episode. And then, fast forward.
Third episode.
Fast forward, we're like, number 8. 8.
And then fast forward to 62. What's up? Welcome to the 62nd episode of Organic Matters.
That sounds so bad.
The best podcast on the internet.
Anyways.
Best reviews. Best ever topics. Best ever people. Best ever guests.
Anyways, let's start with the elephant in the room.
My tattoo. I mean, it's just it's just out there.
Yeah,
man.
dude, your tattoo. So,
no, we'll actually go into that later. I wanted to talk about it, but yeah.
No, we can start with it now, actually.
You want to?
Yeah, we'll save surgery for after.
All right. So, this is Frederick Octavian Rocketpuss for the audio listeners. It's an octopus. That's pretty much it. It's just an orange, reddish octopus with yellow eyes. He's pretty sick. I can lick him.
I don't know what that has to do with him.
Lick his eyeball. I want a full aquatic animal sleeve on my arm. I want a Siamese fighting fish on my bicep. I want a starfish on my elbow. I want a freaking turtle. I want a shark.
No, dude,
I want a jellyfish.
You should put a swordfish.
Swordfish would be sick.
On your elbow. Because it's like weenus. And then weenus is also like your... And that's your sword.
Yeah, then the
your
sword.
Swordfish.
You see, that's a good thing, but do I want it on my... it's funny. But do I want it on my body?
You named the octopus Rocketpuss.
I did name the...
So, I don't know how...
I don't want more than one sexual innuendo on my body, Dom. I think one is good enough.
Dude, you are...
I'm not a sexual innuendo.
What do you want to say about your tattoo?
Yeah, so people are like, why do you have a tattoo? You're 17. I'm like, I got it when I was 16, actually, right on my birthday. Not right on my birthday, like the months around it. Because on my birthday was COVID. COVID literally started on my birthday, March 15th.
This is an L.
Yeah, straight
That's
up.
such an L.
Straight up. I was scheduled to have my tattoo appointment April 1st. I would tell people, yo, I'm getting a tattoo. And then I would say, don't worry, it's not an April Fool's joke. Because it's April 1st.
Wait, did you get it on April 1st?
No, dude. I had to wait 2-3 months afterwards. And I was waiting for the tattoo place to open because COVID was so strict. I got it in 2 sessions. I got the ink done first, the freaking black and whites. I got the line work done and then I got the color.
Yeah, dude, I remember when you got it, the line work, you're like, oh, this is sick. And then when you got it inked in, you were like, dude, I kind of don't like it.
I didn't say I kind of don't like it. I kind of like the black and white, but this has definitely grown on me. I freaking love this thing so much.
Dude, I remember I was
freaking awesome.
I was like, oh, dude, you choked. I was like, oh, it looks so much better without the... And you're like, dude, I know.
It definitely doesn't at all. This looks so cool with the color. The red contrasting with the blue is so awesome.
I thought it was orange.
But anyways, like I was saying, people are like, why do you have a tattoo? How did your parents let you get a tattoo? And what I say to them is that I'm a diver. That's my sport. I work super freaking hard to do it. I started freshman year, and the goal sophomore year was to get to state. I said, Mom, Dad, if I get to state, I should be able to get a tattoo. They're like, all right, that's a fair deal. And then as we got closer to state, it was like, okay, this isn't a fair deal anymore. We're pretty confident you're going to state. I don't think that this ain't the deal anymore. And I'm like, okay, fine. What if I make finals at state? Because it was my first time going to state. Freshman year I didn't make it. Sophomore year, first time going to state. If I make finals, which is beating 16 people out of 32 divers, and in the state of Indiana, in the sport of diving, it's just every diver versus every diver. There's no weight classes. There's no there's no types of specifications.
Imagine a weight class for diving. Imagine the heavyweight divers.
Oh my gosh.
They're like 300 pounds.
Dude, wait, imagine that in like the high competition.
Imagine like a 3.5 off of 1 meter from a guy who's like 300 pounds.
That would actually be insane.
Just has big body is going. And then like a big splash. Like a big splash is not even a big splash at that level.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
But anyways. So, it's every person in Indiana versus every diver. And top 32 are at state. I'm one of those people. Finally, first year there, I have to hit every single dive if I want to make it to the finals. Every single of my first 8 dives, because there's 11 dives, in a dive meet. And it's chopped up 5, then 3, then 3 again. So the first 8 dives, I make it through the first round pretty good. Like, those were my base dives, like best dives I have. Third round, I have solid dives, not 100% confident in them, but I still gotta hit them. But I hit every single dive the best I'd ever done them, and it was the best meet that I've ever like performed in my life. Still haven't beaten it, waiting to beat it. Hopefully I can beat it this year. Not the best scoring meet, but best consistency. But anyways, it was the best feeling ever making it into the finals, knowing that I showed the perseverance, the ability to overcome adversity, in a competition with a bunch of people that are just as good as me, if not better. And like, it was the best feeling beating so many people and going on to the finals, because I knew I'd be getting a tattoo. I knew I'd be super excited with my parents and friends and everybody, with my coach, with the whole team. It was a pretty lit experience. And then for like an award for diving, you don't get like a trophy, you get like a ribbon. And I got 15th place overall in the state meet. So like, I actually never got a ribbon. Like, apparently I was supposed to get one. I never got one for that year. I got one for the next year, but I never got a ribbon for that one. But I got 15th place, and I got the tattoo as promised about like 6 months later. And it's basically just a trophy of perseverance and overcoming adversity.
Sick.
Yeah, Frederick Octavian Rocket Puss. My dream pussy.
Your dream? Dude, imagine that's how we start the podcast. Is like, that was all audio only, and then now you just hear, and that's my dream.
Oh,
welcome back to again. No, but
welcome back to episode 9.
What do you think my tattoo? If I got a tattoo, what would it be?
I feel like yours would be like a tiger on your black and white tiger on your quad recep, or like inner groin area.
What if
you're more of a tiger person?
You think I'm a tiger person?
Yeah, I feel like I'm more of a lion. You're more of a tiger.
I get you. I feel that. I was thinking, I thought of maybe...
I feel like I'm more of a hammerhead. You're more of a... either a mako or... I don't want to say great white, because that's like just like saying great white just to be like, oh, you're a great white. Good job being awesome.
I'm not a great white. I'm definitely not.
Yeah. But I feel like I'm a hammerhead.
Yeah, probably. I was about to say for my tattoo.
Yeah.
I thought... I was just throwing out ideas, and I mean, it's kind of like basic, but I was thinking of like, I don't know, probably somewhere like where yours is, maybe like right here, of like a camera, but like the camera kind of like, you know, in the end of Infinity War, when people like kind of like go, you know, like after the snap.
Yeah, they fade away.
Yeah, after the imagine like
a camera fading.
Camera like fading, but then the fades are like butterflies.
Whoa.
And then like
what are the butterflies?
And then it symbolized like how I wanted to be a YouTuber, and then like they've how like I've been filming a lot and made a lot of content throughout my life, and the butterflies are kind of like my innocence, kind of like floating away.
And not just your innocence. I'd say it's also like
my
your no, just like that dream just like fading away happily. Like it's not like bad that it's fading away because it was a point in time. And then also it still shows that like you wanted to be in the spotlight, like you wanted to be the man behind the camera, or like you wanted to be in the lens of the world. And now that it's fading away, you're just like kind of maturing and like not trying to be the center of attention anymore.
Yeah. Well, so
that's a really cool tattoo idea, though.
Yeah, I thought about it. Emmy was like, "What tattoo? If you got a tattoo, what would it be?" And I just threw that out there. I just thought of it, and I was like, because I saw someone from FaZe got a camera tattoo, and I was like, yeah. And then I thought about like how everyone has basic butterfly tattoos, but I was like, maybe like a little twist on it.
Yeah.
Because every like white girl gets either butterflies or roses, and I just got a little twist on that.
Yeah.
But because I don't know.
Literally, there's 2 girls I can think of that have a butterfly and a rose. At school.
What are their names? Just say them up, leave them out.
And that chick from
Butterflies in the back of her.
No, the one that in weights. The one girl that is literally right by us. In this group.
Other girl?
We're gonna have to like cut out this part, just like this part. Yeah, I don't know. There's this girl who has butterfly tattoos on her.
But yeah, that's like the most basic tattoo. But it's like basic because it's good. Anyways, we can talk about.
Hey, what happened with your leg?
Yeah, let's address the elephant in the room. So I tore my ACL.
The second elephant.
Yeah, you're right. This is probably like the small elephant. This is like the baby elephant compared to your tattoo. So the elephant in the room. So I tore my ACL in August.
No, keep going.
No.
No, what, man?
No, you can't slow crunch on the chips.
Dude, go on. Tell me about your injury. Alright, bit's over. Tell me about your freaking leg.
So, I tore my ACL in August, and then I finally got my surgery on the 12th of October. So, we can go through story time of surgery. Mm-hmm. So, first of all, before we
want to go through, like, anything about, like, the severity of your injury first, like, what it was like, the days, like, leading up to the surgery,
I mean,
the months leading up.
Well, I've already kind of talked about this on the podcast of how.
Well, like we're going over it today, you know.
Like I can't play much, and I was just really sad not being able to do all the sports that I like. The day before surgery, I dove for like 10 minutes, and it was the best ever. Oh my god, it was so much fun. But
who's filming a hype video for the seniors?
So then, let's just start day of like the night before surgery. My dad's like, so do you have everything planned? I was like, yeah, I talked to my teachers. He's like, no, like, where are you going to sit? Like, how long like, when you have to stop eating, like, how are you going to do all this stuff? And I was like, I didn't stop eating. I didn't know any of this. And he's like, yeah. He's like, oh, whatever. Because he, like, told me how because my dad tore his ACL. And he said that before his surgery, he spent 2 weeks planning this. And it's the night before. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do now? and he's like, do you even have crutches? I'm like, they're not going to give me crutches? They're like, no. I'm like, huh. Oh, no.
I mean, it's halfway your parents' fault, like, for not telling you.
Yeah, they didn't tell me anything. So then, it's like 8, and the surgery is scheduled. It was scheduled at arrival at 7, surgery at 9 in the morning, but then they pushed it back. So then it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm like, Madre, do you have crutches? And she got down her old crutches, and she also bought me some there. And then I looked it up.
Put the crutches more in frame, so that they know that you're injured.
Well, so before I looked it up, and no one told me, but you can't eat 8 hours before anesthesia. Mm-hmm. It'd be nice if my mom would have told me that, because then. Like, what if I ate breakfast in the morning, you know? Mm-hmm. So they didn't tell me anything. I did that myself, I was like...
Luckily.
Whatever. So then I planned out my night where I was going to stay up as late as possible, eat something at 3 in the morning, like just stuff myself, so then I wouldn't be hungry the rest of the day. So I go to bed. I'm not nervous or anything. Wake up, and then the nerves start hitting me. This is my first surgery. Have you ever gone through surgery?
Mm-mm.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Have you ever been put under
No.
anesthesia?
No, not at all.
So I was like, ooh, getting a little nervous. Get to the place. We check in. I'm really nervous. I'm trying to calm my nerves. I'm playing Pokemon Go, trying to calm my nerves, you know. And then I go to the bathroom, and I change into like the gown.
Yeah, fit check.
Yeah. So I'm in the gown, and then now I'm like getting really nervous. I'm like, oh god. And
Did you cry?
I didn't cry. No, I wasn't. I don't.
Probably peed your pants.
No, actually, I just went pee. So yeah, I go to the bathroom. I'm already.
That's an allusion to an old podcast.
Yeah. I sit down in the chair. I sit down in like this recliner, and they're just trying to prep me for surgery. They're like, "All right, you ready, dude?"
And then the old guy from like, who's been through so many surgeries came by. He was like, "First time." You're like, "Yeah." You're like, "Don't worry about it.
No.
I've been through 94. He pulls up his stomach. You see like 70 scars.
So then. I forgot what happens first. I think. Well, I don't remember the order they went in.
Sir, what kind of surgeries have you had?
So
I don't even know. They just kept cutting me open.
So like they asked me what's happening just to make sure they didn't have it wrong. So they kept asking me, well, what are we working on today? And I was like, left leg, ACL, and meniscus repair. So like I bet. So
that was like the doctors told you that, made sure to that you knew that to like tell the surgeons?
No, they made sure they had the right leg and everything, so they wouldn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, but like did the doctor beforehand to like tell you the exact type of surgery that you're getting, so that you knew, so that they knew?
Yes, yeah, it was a ACL reconstruction and like partial MCL and meniscus repair. So then.
Imagine they got it wrong.
So then they kept asking me, and then they gave me a muscle relaxer, and that was my first drink of water I had all day. So I drank that, and it was just like this little pill, it was like that small.
Mm-hmm.
So then they're like, all right,
I've had those before.
That'll just get you a little loosen up. And then, so I'm still in the recliner, and then they're like, all right, we're gonna shave your leg. So then.
Did you know that was gonna happen?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I think they shaved my leg. So they shaved my leg from like mid quad to like basically my ankle. But then they didn't shave all the way, so then like there was like a hard stop where at like my ankle where it's like no hair. All hair. it looks really bad. So then they shaved my leg, and then I didn't know how pale my leg was underneath all my hair, because the hairy leg looks so much tanner than the bare leg. But anyways, shaved my leg. So then they're like, all right, time to get you hooked up to the IV. This is my first. Have you been hooked up to an IV before?
Okay, so when I was a kid, I liked needles. I liked watching them go into my arm and like them drawing blood. I'm like, wow. But the feeling of like getting a shot now, getting like the COVID shot, just like something foreign going into your body just makes my skin crawl. I've never had an IV. I've heard stories. My brother said like a nurse got it wrong like 9 times, had to pull out and like put in.
Ooh. So I have to look at needles now. Cause one time I was getting my flu shot, right? And I was going first because my sister is like really scared of needles. So I was going first to show her that it wasn't scary. And I'm like old. I'm like 14, 15 here when I'm doing the flu shot. And then I'm like, yeah, so just go whenever. They go in. They didn't tell me when they were going. So they scared me. So then I pulled away. So the needle went in and went out.
Ah!
And they're like, I was like, huh! And then I'm like, my bad. So then they're like, oh, we'll just have to do it again. So they did it again. So then from that point on, I have to look at the needle.
Yeah.
So then I don't get scared, right?
Yeah.
So then I look at the needle. So then they're like, all right, we got to get you hooked to the IV. And I'm like, so what does it feel like? They're like, it's going to sting a little bit. Have you ever done this? And I was like, no. And they're like, have you been stung by a bee? I'm like, no. They're like, well, you're going to find out. So the IV, it's like thicker than like a needle. Like the thing that goes into your vein.
Okay.
So first they strap me up.
It's right here.
Yeah, it's like right here, kind of.
Okay.
So they like did that with the thing, and then they like started rubbing on my vein, right? Yeah, and so then the thing is like, it's like kind of like that thick.
We gotta get the image for the viewers.
It's
Where
like
is it? Where is it?
it was probably like right here, maybe.
You think really? It wasn't the one to the right?
I don't know which vein it was, but the thing is like kind of thick. And like, all right, ready? Like deep breath in. And they breathe it out.
I can't imagine, dude.
And dude, it hurt, dude. It kind of hurt. I was like, It kind of.
I mean, because you got impaled.
Yeah, and this thing was pretty thick. It was.
You got stabbed.
It was pretty thick.
You got stabbed.
It went in. It was pretty thick, and then they got it in. They like the needle like retracts back, and I saw like a little bit of blood.
Oh, that's terrible.
I saw like a little bit. I saw some of my blood, but then I was fine. I was chilling. I was like, all right, that's it.
Yeah, it's just like 10 seconds.
So then it's just not very mild pain after that, and then they're like, all right, so you're a little thirsty, so we're gonna get some fluid in you. So they start the IV drip, and dude, it feels so weird.
Like, what do you mean IV drip?
Like the IV, that's they can get like
the morphine.
No, this is just water, I think.
Oh.
It was some sort of fluid though. It wasn't like painkillers yet. They put in painkillers later. But the IV drip has like a place for you to put like medicine in, and then also it's connected to like the liquid, right? So they release it to start dripping in the liquid, and dude, it feels so weird. It's kind of like, it feels like icy hot.
Does it rejuvenate you?
I don't.
Does it feel like your muscles are getting like more hydrated?
No, it's just like cold. You just feel like cold going into your arm. It's really weird.
That's
it's like
weird.
It's kind of like icy hot.
I don't ever want to feel that.
So it kind of feels like icy hot going into your arm.
Yeah.
So then I was like, bro, this is weird. But I was like, it's kind of cool. I was like, this is kind of cool, guys. So then after that, this is when it all starts going down. So then...
You made me self-conscious about the way I drink water.
So then now, this is when the surgery is about to start. So then I'm chilling.
Literally, because your arm is like...
So I'm in the IV, and then now they're like, all right, we're going to put you back into the surgery bed. So I'm connected to the IV still.
Yeah.
And I get up and I have to walk around, and they're carrying like the bag. So I'm like trying to make sure they don't pull out the IV. I'm like walking at their speed. So then I walk with them into like the back, and then I sit in the surgery bed. And I'm chilling there, and I'm like, all right, it's going to be about time soon. So then they get this bunch of nurses come in, the doc comes in, and then I don't even remember it. And then after this, basically it goes, I go blank, but before I go blank, they put in some sort of medicine. I think it's just like the painkillers or stuff, or like they may be a little loopy. There's like, I thought they were needles, but they like connect into the IV drip. There's like a little port, and they put medicine in through there.
Like there's like a
little
hole.
There's like
that you can insert something into put.
Yeah,
medicine.
It's kind of like, imagine like
two train track things.
No,
like you can close one and then put another one.
Yeah, no, kind of like imagine like there's like an adapter. You screw this thing in and then you push it in. It's like they look like needles, but then there's like a little adapter.
There's just a way to put medicine.
Yes, like put two syringes full. It wasn't like a needle, but like the adapter in. Put 2 syringes full of this medicine in, and I felt it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm just like chilling here. I'm getting a little loopy, and then the anesthesiologist comes in, and I'm getting really loopy at this point. I'm not even in anesthesia yet. And then I remember going, I'm like, oh, it's anesthesia time. And they're like, yep, anesthesia time. And then I don't remember anything after that.
They go.
I don't even remember. I just remember the mask being half on, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, the surgery's over, and I'm like in my bed.
That's so weird.
I'm just like freestyling. So I didn't know this. So the surgery goes well. I'm chilling. I'm high as a kite. I'm in the clouds, right? I don't remember doing any of this. So apparently, I'm like blackout high. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
So
I guess so. I mean, with the loopiness.
So I was blackout high or whatever for 45 minutes until I kind of remember getting a little bit of my sobering up a little bit, right? Yeah. And apparently, I freestyled for like 45 minutes after surgery, and I don't remember any of this. And my mom's like trying to do her work. She's like there with me, and I'm like, Mom, give me a word.
Give me a beat.
I was like, Mom, give me a beat. She's like, no, Mom, no, Dom, I really gotta do this. And I was like, she's gotta be doing this, and I was like freestyling for like 45 minutes. My mom kept recording me, and I kept saying like the same. I like do like the same rhyming
So
patterns.
now you got a hold of your own phone?
Yeah. So then my mom gives me back my own phone. I remember doing any of this. I record myself freestyling, and I post it on my public Snapchat story. And I'm high as a kite. I've never been high before. This is my first time. I'm blackout high, right? I'm super high, freestyling for my whole Snapchat, right? I don't remember posting any of this. Okay.
All medicinal drugs.
So then, I start getting across this. I'm still freestyling, right? And then eventually.
What's the most fire bar you said?
Oh.
If you that you remember,
I
or
remember,
like not remember.
I remember saying this, but on my video I was like, my ACL's torn. Yeah, I'm strong like Thor. I've never said that before, and I was watching. I was like, bro, that's kind of heat. Hold on. So then. I kind of remember getting up in a wheelchair, but, like, not really. Them wheeling, and then I kind of remember going into, like, the car after. I was, like, scoot back into the car, and I'm, like, kind of like this. I'm, like, shaking my head, looking around, real loopy-like. And then I was, like, in my head, I thought, yo, I should probably text my soccer coach and tell him the surgery went well. And I can read off the text messages, but my phone's about to die. But...
Were you loopy?
Oh, I was like...
Texting bad?
I was still super loopy. I'm like, kind of remember it, kind of not.
So, were you, like, talking embarrassing?
I texted him, but this is what I said, okay? So I text him. I go, hey, coach, it's Dom. I just got in the car from surgery. I'm not in my pain, but I'm still a little loopy.
You put a question mark after that. I'm still a little loopy?
Question mark. Although it's kind of a positive because I took the time for being higher from the anesthetic to practice freestyling in front of the surgery. And then he says, ha ha ha, well, I'm glad your surgery is done and I hope your dad got your freestyling on film. I said my dad couldn't come because they pushed back the surgery till later, so my mom came, but she did get some of them on film. He said, laughing emoji, I think that needs to make it into the banquet film. I said, who should I send it took? He said, someone's mom. I said, okay. Then I said, I understand my rappers get high in the studio. It was easy coming up with words when I woke up while was still a little high from the drugs they came at me. Laughing emoji,
Dom,
facepalm.
How did you, what?
Sorry.
Is this coach like a coach?
This is my head soccer coach of Penn Soccer.
No.
I say, sorry if my sentences are completely coherent, but I remember I meant to say aren't completely coherent.
Yeah.
So
I'm
then,
sure he understood.
And then I said, Solo Loopy. He said, you're good. I said, thank you for letting me play yesterday and supporting me throughout the season. I really appreciate it. He said, I appreciate you, brother. You're a great kid and have a tremendous future ahead of you. I said, thank you, coach.
I understand my rappers get high in the studio.
Yeah, dude, it turned a wholesome at the end, but
That's
yeah.
so funny. That's so funny, Dom.
Apparently when I was high, I also said, I understand why rappers get high. It's so easy to come with words. Dude. But then...
Oh my freaking frick.
But yeah, dude, I was super loopy, but I didn't want to fall asleep for some reason.
Probably forget to breathe or something.
I don't know why I didn't want to fall asleep, but like I texted my coach and I didn't realize how bad it was until later. But then I go downstairs, I sit down on the couch, and I'm still loopy, and I don't fall asleep. I like try not to fall asleep. I watch stuff on YouTube, I might Snapchat, I don't even know. But then eventually I regain consciousness. Like I'm not loopy at all, I'm sober. And then I look at my phone and I finally see, I'm like, what? I posted on my story? Click on my story, 400 and some views, 11 screenshots, and I'm like, what? And I'm freestyling.
You see yourself?
Yeah, I'm like, no! Oh, you're joking, dude! So yeah, everyone's seen my freestyles.
That's so funny.
And then I did other things too. Because I remember getting the IV taken out, and I posted a picture. I was like, IV drip is gone. And then I posted a picture and I was like, ACL's back.
Dom, I would pay to have that experience. That's so funny. That's so funny.
I was like,
To have that literal, like, just...
the moment of like,
yeah,
what?
Moment of realization.
I'm like,
that would be so fun.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, and then I'm like snapping people and they're like, how'd it go? I'm like, yeah, it went well, and then they're all that, and then I post my story one final time when I'm sober, and I was like, you're welcome for blessing your ears while I was high. And then people were like, Dom, this made my day. This was so funny.
It was so funny.
And everyone was like, wow, Dom, this was so fun. I'm glad you're doing well. And Emmy screen recorded all of it, and she's like, yeah, it made my day. I was having a bad day until I saw your story. And yeah, it was
Dom
great.
equals little baby?
Yeah, someone said Dom equals little baby. And apparently, so then, I didn't know this, but not only did my whole Snapchat see it, somehow my soccer coach that I texted saw me freestyling, and then also, like, one of our athletic directors saw it. Yeah, she saw it. And so everyone has just seen me freestyling just higher than a guy. And then, because my dad went to a soccer game for the girls, because it was their sectional.
This is so great.
And
it's such a great story.
And they're apparently, that was like the talk of the town. They're all saying like, bro, did you see Dom freestyling when he was higher than a kite? I was like, yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, but now, but yeah, so then I didn't do much for the next 2 days. But the worst part is, since I literally had like a wound, right, from when they cut me open.
Yeah.
I couldn't shower, so I got really, I got super stinky, and the worst part is my knee. The pain wasn't that bad. It was just my knee itched really bad, but I couldn't itch it.
I feel so like terrible whenever I have to like clean a wound, because it's like I just don't want to touch the inside of my body. That stays in there. I don't want to go inside of it.
But yeah, I can talk about the showering experience. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, did you see that? You saw the picture of my staples, right?
Yeah.
So
it's pretty nasty.
So yeah.
So you got, how many staples you get?
No, bro.
It's like 20 something.
Yeah. So
probably 21.
So my hair was getting super greasy, and I woke up Friday, and that they said that Friday I could shower. So I was like, bet. But no one was here to help me shower, so I did this all myself.
Oh.
So, I didn't think I put in the brace right either. So.
Is it on now? Like right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Probably not.
Gotcha.
I'll probably go be like, hey,
it's on right?
Sure, our athletic trainer, by the way. So I'll be like, yeah, is this on right? But yeah. So I wake up this morning and I'm like, finally I can itch my knee for this itch that's been here for 48 hours. No, it wasn't even like the wound. It was like next to the wound.
Oh.
It itched. So I was like, that. But I didn't realize how much padding they put on, cause. So I take off the brace, and I was like, this is weird. Start taking off the ace wrap, and I start seeing blood. I was like, huh, that's cool. Start taking off more.
Much more blood.
And then I see a huge blood stain. I was like, oh.
Keeps going.
I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, keeps going. There's like gauze with full on dried blood, like huge blood stains. Yeah. And I was like, I was actually like scared to see the wound. I was like, oh God, what if it's still bleeding? Because I'm home alone. I'm I take it off, and I finally see it, and I was like, whoa, what? It looks so crazy, dude. I was the first time seeing it. I was like, just kind of scared.
I would be scared as well. I was scared when I got my warts cut out of my toes, and dude, when I came home and took off the bandages, they were fully like soaked in blood, and they just like cut a little bit into my foot.
Yeah. So then. Yeah, so I was really scared. So then I took it off, and I was looking at it. I was like, God, I can actually shower with this in here. So then, before that, I tried to prep. I got, my mom said to put on like something to sterilize.
Juice-Whirl. Oh.
Something to sterilize the wound, and then also like Neosporin, and then put a Band-Aid. But I didn't know like how much padding they put on my knee, actually. So I forgot to bring the Band-Aids down. So
this like literally pains me to talk about.
Why?
Like just understanding like that. Even with a paper cut, I hate showering.
Oh, dude, this was so.
I know.
So.
Like I can totally feel for you.
So then, and and they said you literally cannot put any pressure on this without the brace.
Ah!
So I'm kind of freaking out because I'm by myself. So then I'm like fully naked, sitting down on my toilet, got my crutches next to me, and I take everything off, and I was like, all right. But I forgot to take off my underwear and my shorts before taking all this off, so I was like, fuck. So then I took it off. I put all my pressure on like my one hand, and I took it off, and I was like super scared. And then I used my crutches to go over to the bathroom, set them aside, and I have a bench in the bathroom, so I sit down. And I took down the shower head, and I was like, okay, I guess I can shower, but I hope nothing goes wrong. Turn on, start showering.
But like it was like, did you put it on full blast?
Yeah, but
Really? You
yeah,
put it on full blast?
But I had the shower head in my hand.
If I were you, I would have done it like less. I would have.
So, but then I tried not to get it wet. So I showered my hair, do everything, and then it's just I didn't know if I was gonna wash my whole body with soap because I was like, So then, but then I saw like a drop of bloody water kind of go down, and I was like, fuck, dude, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I
keep that one in there. Keep that one in the podcast. Yeah. That one deserves to stay in.
Because it was real. I was like, I don't know if I should. So then, I just decide not to shower my whole body. I just thought that from the shampoo, I washed my face.
It's not you're not gonna die.
I washed my face, my hair twice because it was so greasy, and my armpits, my gooch, and my butt.
That's the only important parts.
Yeah, and then I thought, maybe the shampoo kind of like going down my body will kind of like clean the rest of it, kind of, right?
Did you hit your feet? Did you hit your left foot? I would have hit my left foot probably.
So then
just like everything but this area.
So then I tried not to get this wet. So then after it, I got my towel somehow with my one leg. Start drying off, put the towel over me, completely naked, get my crutches back. My crutch, dude.
Don't tell me something went wrong.
Dude, something almost went really wrong. My crutch, the rubber stops were wet. I go to put down, it almost slips. I almost fall, and I was like, oh, that's not good. So I dry it off, sit back down. Then I dry off my knee.
What would have happened?
It's so bad. It would have been so bad, because I have no brace.
What are they called? Staples just would have started flying out.
I don't even know.
Staples would have flying out. Blood would have everywhere.
So then
you would have had to call 911. Go to the doctor back and like.
I'm naked too.
Naked. They bring you out in the ambulance, totally naked. They put you on a stretcher. No like clothes or anything. They don't cover you. It's literally just you on a stretcher, naked, being pulled out by firefighters. One's a hot girl, and she says, "Oh, you're cold. It's cold outside."
No.
Then you go to the doctors. They rush you through the ER. Everyone like sees you naked, like going on the stretcher, going into your hospital room, and they staple your leg back together.
So, I sit back down, and then I was like, "Thank God that's over." So I draw my knee up, try to be careful. I can kind of feel it, but not very much. And so then.
Did they numb it a lot?
Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, they numbed it
a lot. Well, because I know when I got my my warts removed, they numbed my foot so much that it was numb for the next 3 days.
Well, yeah.
So how much did they numb that?
I have no idea. But
how long is it still a little numb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I dry off my knee completely. I try to pat it dry because I watched a video and they said try not to get the wound wet, but this was for like a different this was like the ACL surgery, but it was a different recovery process. This was like showering the same day of surgery. Since I waited for my wound to kind of close, I could get it wet a little bit, right? So then I try and dry it off, right, as much as I can, right? So I think it's dry. I first get hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide is the best.
Yeah, with a little it wasn't like a cotton ball. It was like one of those things you clean your face with.
Yeah, like the makeup remover.
Yeah, I
just put it on there. Like I just kind of like drizzle it on.
So then I didn't know if it was gonna hurt or not or whatever. So I be as light as possible. I try and clean it. There's a little bit of blood. So
hydrogen peroxide doesn't burn.
Yeah. So then I throw that away, and then I get a little bit of Neosporin, kind of go in between the staples.
Neosporin's lit.
And so then I was like, I got Band-Aids. So then instead I just got 2 of those, the cotton balls that I put the hydrogen peroxide on, put those on, put the ACE wrap back on. So then there's something in between like the wound and stuff, right? Yeah. Put the ACE wrap back on, and then
Is it a dirty one?
What?
The ACE wrap?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, yuck.
But, so then...
Is this the same one?
Yeah.
Get a new one.
I can't.
Get a new one.
But, I get it on, and then I try to get the brace. I try to remember how I put the brace on, but I don't remember how to put the brace on. So then I don't think it's on right, but it's fine. It's kind of it's giving me some support. I think it's good. Hopefully, it doesn't f my knee up for the rest of my life.
I think you're chilling. It looks right to me.
But so then my knees. So then I
pretty complicated though.
get in the brace, and then I was like, thank God.
We're done with that experience.
It's over. My hair's clean, chilling. Don't smell anymore. Then I go and I'm like, I'm out of underwear. So I just put on shorts so I'm not completely butt naked. Put this on.
Then you call 911.
Sit down and I'm like, that was so extra. But then yeah, that's been my post surgery experience. So then yeah, now I can actually ice it and I can feel it. I'm in a little more pain. For my knee, so I've been taking.
You got killers. You got painkillers.
So.
Hey, but you know when you like didn't shower, like how you stunk really bad.
So, dude, the worst part is like my nether region smelled so bad. I could like smell it when I got up. I get like a whiff, and I was like, oh.
Ugh.
I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and also, dude, my hair was so greasy.
But you know what's crazy? Is like 3,000-4,000 years ago, or like however long ago cavemen were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were attracted to that type of smell.
Yeah, girls still are kind of to that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like not like institutionalized or like ingrained in our society that it's like okay to be like to like a smell that is like body odor, but like it's kind of good.
Wait, you know, like,
or maybe it is. Maybe it's just like kind of weird to like talk about.
All right, for my guys out there, my main men. Do you ever just like
put your head in the girl's armpit?
No, I was about to say.
Oh.
You ever just like stuck your hand in your pants and be like,
"That's not what."
And then you're like, "Ooh, that smells bad," but you go back for a second whiff. It's kind of like that, you know. It's kind of like it smells so bad, but in a good way.
I kind of understand that a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, you ever just go in your girl's armpit and take a huge whiff?
So I used when I was younger, I used to do that with my dad. I'd be like, it smells good. And he's like, actually, I didn't put on deodorant on. I was like, oh.
Well, like.
The thing is that Emmy wears like Fiji, like Old Spice deodorant.
Nah, dude, when I had a girlfriend, sometimes I would just like go into her armpit, take a whiff.
Does it smell bad?
Kind of smelled bad, but that was like the vibes.
It smells so. The stench smells so good. The stench smells so good.
But like, where I was going with that, like, I don't know. It's just kind of like it's kind of a weird thing to think about. Like us as Gen Z people, like we have all these fake smells now, not organic.
Fake smells like perfume.
Yeah, like fakes, like deodorant, like and like it makes you smell good, but like where did that come from? Like why does it smell good now? Like why don't we still like the organic smells?
Nah, dude, the girls are still like. You know, like, after, when your guy just finishes practice and he's all sweaty and they're like, oh, yummy.
Yes, but also when a girl smells a guy with cologne, instantly turned on. Like, walk past a hot guy with an amazing cologne on, it's like, excuse me, sorry. It's like, oh my gosh, instantly turned on.
Oh, dude, girls are so easy. They like bad smells and they like good smells. So
just straight up.
So
just don't smell medium.
If you have a mid smell, if there's no smell, get out of here. You either have to have a really bad smell that smells good to them. Because there's a difference between like bad smell
and like bad good smell.
Yeah. Like
there's some bad smell.
So there's this guy.
No, don't go into it. We'll just say there's a guy who had like a 12-foot vicinity that stunk.
Radius around him that literally would waft into your nostrils and you'd be like...
We were in a gymnasium and I could smell him from a fourth across the court.
So...
We would look around, I would smell it and I'd go to Dom and I'd say, he's somewhere near. He's around.
He's around us. We gotta run. Nah, dude. Oh, dude, that was my last workout, wasn't it?
I don't know, man. No, I don't think it was. I think it was...
No, dude, wait, but now it's gonna be like super
chill.
Yeah, I just
not
have to sit around.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I really don't want to get weak. I'm scared I'm gonna get like weak.
You need to pull up bar and then do.
No, I feel like pull up bars are scary because You know, it's like,
one-legged squats. Catch yourself with one leg.
yeah, I don't want to catch myself with one leg, because then what if I mess up and I tear my other ACL?
You're not gonna tear your other ACL. It's strong.
It's strong?
Yeah, it's strong. Super strong.
This is not on right. Look how loose this is.
Dude, but same with like the smells. Like, are germs really that bad? Like, if someone takes a swig
Oh, that's how you do it.
of like a water bottle, right, and then
Fix the brace.
like they oh nice, and they give a bit of a backwash in it. Like, you make out with people who are like your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
yeah.
like, is it really different just because you know them better? You can have your mouth touch.
No, but the more you kiss someone, the more your germ colonies become alike. So eventually,
For real?
Yeah. So like people that have been married for super long, like my dad and my mom, their germ colonies are almost alike.
I mean, I'm sure they're 100%.
Because yeah, it's like the more you kiss someone, the more like their germs. So
It's got to be like a 99% match for them.
so yeah, so it is less gross actually because you guys have like the same germs.
I didn't know that.
But I did this. So my girlfriend Emmy really doesn't like it when people put their whole mouth over it and drink, right? Because the backwash. But I was like, well, I've kissed her for a year, so then as a joke, I got a water bottle and I went oh, and I tried to put that. I literally tried to do the least amount of backwash. I didn't dip it all the way underneath. I was like, right. So there's like minimal backwash, and she's like, you ruined it. I'm like, what do you mean? You kissed me on the mouth with your tongue, and you don't want to drink out of this? You're like, no, it's backwash. I'm like, there's minimal backwash, and she still didn't drink out of it.
I mean, it's definitely like a psychological thing. Like, I would feel a little weird too. Like, I don't know what it is. Just if you put yours, like, it's kind of like the thing how you take your freaking Invisalign out and you suck the spit out of it, dude.
Yeah, because if I put it in my pocket, I don't want my spit in my pocket, so you gotta get the spit out.
I just go to a sink and then like wash it out for a second. But like, I could never do that. After I have my retainer in at night, I take it out and I don't swallow when I wake up. I don't swallow for like 30 minutes. I'm on my phone. I'm like just like chilling. I don't swallow my spit. And then I go to the bathroom and I spit out everything and I clean everything and I brush my teeth.
That's so weird, dude.
No, it's not.
It's so extra.
I mean, it might be extra.
It's
might be extra.
It's your spit.
It feels like used spit. It's used spit.
No. What does that even mean?
It means it's been in my mouth for more than hours.
Isn't every spit that?
No, it regenerates, dude.
Wait, have you seen people that gleek? Do you know what gleeking is? Can you gleek?
I can't.
I saw a tutorial where like you put your tongue and you move it back and forth in the back, and then you like. Wait, have you seen like an insane gleek where like it's just like a pew? If you guys don't know what gleeking is, there's like the spit gland
yeah.
underneath your tongue, and some people can like projectile spit on command.
You know what I was thinking about? Kind of that relates to that. The human body, well, like organisms in general, are so like beautifully made and created. Like all of the perfect holes that have all these functions to excrete things, to reproduce, to vomit, to gleek, to eat, to see, to the whatever fluid is in your eyeballs that help your eyeballs like regenerate quick. Like your eyeballs are one of the things that like regenerate the quickest in your body if they get hurt.
Tongue is too.
Really?
Yeah, because there this one someone I don't remember someone said that they put like a hole in their tongue and like the next morning it was like counter-regenerated already.
Like they bit it?
No, like they hit something and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the tongue is one of those things.
But like just like this all of the organ systems and like the 5 senses, even though I know there are more, there's so many senses. It's just crazy. The human body's crazy. Organisms are crazy. You know, there's got to be a creator. Something had to make us, in my opinion. I mean, like, we don't have to go too far into it, but that's just my opinion. Like, the way that our body is like, why do we have 2 hands? Why not 4?
That was evolution.
Because it's just like perfectly in balance.
Dude, it's like two different things. It's hard to believe there's a crater, but also like there's got to be one. But then also there's like science behind why everything happens. So you know, whole what was it? The Renaissance and the Enlightenment. The Enlightenment was doing more science instead of Christ. But yeah.
There was a renewal though. There was this evangelist named Martin Luther, where he took the Catholic faith and then turned it into like, it doesn't have to be so this.
Yeah.
God is open to everything, and as long as you have him in your heart, you're saved. And I'm not like a what's it called? A bibliographer.
Wait,
I don't even know what it's called.
But if God was creator, or like some things in our bodies don't have a function, like our appendix. Our appendix, all it does is it explodes and makes us like die.
That's true.
And then also we have a tailbone still.
That's created by Satan.
The appendix. Dude, I know someone that had to get their appendix out.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then he couldn't do weights because if he lifted too much, then after his surgery, it'd be like, it'd be bad.
Well, like, he'd healed all right.
Yeah, this was pre-corona.
Yeah.
Dude, I lifted in the old weight room on Monday. Dude, Monday, I worked out 3 times. I worked out in class, I worked out after class, then I also did practice, the first soccer practice of the year. Dude, Monday was so sick. Dude, the Monday before my surgery, I worked out, right?
Just taking advantage of your
mobility
while you can.
Last day before surgery, I'm going crazy. Workout in class, then diving. Right after that, there was a foreign exchange student, well, I don't know if foreign exchange, but he's from Denmark, he's on the soccer team.
Sick.
And our season was over, and then he snapped me. He was in the old weight room, so I was like, I didn't know you could lift in there after school, and then, well, you definitely can't, because he said he lifted for 10 minutes in the dark until Miss B left, and then he turned on the lights. so then I see him in the weight room. I'm like, yo, want me to come lift with you? So I went and lifted with him. We even turned on the speakers or the sound system.
Really?
In the weight room. Yeah, it was, dude, and it was just us in the weight room, and we were lifting, and then. But well, I don't even know where I was going with this.
Weights after hours.
Yeah, but
just that it was a crazy day. It was fun.
Yeah, but
you were mobile.
Yeah, but
taking advantage of it.
But I lifted in there, and then, dude, I forgot that we used to do neck machine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because I saw the neck machine, and I was like,
we gotta hit it.
Yeah,
we gotta hit it.
His name's Skewed.
That's a cool name.
I know. So, but some people just call him Skull. But I was like, Skewed. Let's hit neck machine. He's like, I don't know about that, bro. so then, because I used to go ham on neck machine, you know, because we had a strong neck.
Yeah, we're divers.
I put it on a plate, and I was just like, all right, and I watch, doom, 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 and I was like,
you couldn't even move it.
I was doing it. I have a video of him trying. He was like, dude,
I've never used them.
You never got to use them?
No.
Dude, oh yeah, sophomore year, you didn't do the weights class.
Oh, should have.
But
I'd be so strong.
I hit neck machine, and I was like, it's crazy how we did this, like, months before, like, a couple months before Corona. I was like, this single-handedly probably contributed to the Corona spread in our school. From the neck machine. Because you literally would, because for neck machine, what you do is, you'd wipe down the machine, right? But, so first you put it on the side with your ear, 5, other side, ear. Then you go the back of your head, and then you put your face in the machine and go forward. So it's definitely going into it, which definitely contributed to the Corona spread.
I never used it.
But yeah, dude, I did neck machine just to do it for the first time in years, and then I also did weighted pull-ups for the first time. Yeah, it was sick. But yeah, I literally went crazy. And then I played soccer for the first time, and then dude, it was almost a really bad. Like I was defending one, and then.
You almost got hurt again?
Yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I fell over, and my dad said that could have been a disaster, but I was fine because I have like, I don't know where my feet are anymore, and I kicked myself.
You were stabilizing it though. You were working out like the muscles to make them like at least a little stable. So
yeah. So this guy like I was like defending. This guy like juked me, and I kicked myself and fell over, and my dad said it could have been a catastrophe, but some other guy was laughing so hard he just like fell over dying. Dude, all of a sudden I fall over, I look back, he's like grabbing his stomach and just falls over because he's laughing so hard. Dude, it was such a fun practice, bro. We played a full 11-11 on the game field for our last practice for the seniors, and oh, it was so much fun. But yeah. So it was crazy.
It's okay, Tom. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're a vibe. You're a vibe. We got a podcast. We're podcasters.
Yeah, part of me was like, maybe I could have delayed the surgery, but
There's no reason. That was a great way to end it, Tom.
yeah.
Great way to end it.
I got to dive for a little bit, but because the diving was so much fun, I was like, maybe, but nah, I thought, and I was like, I'm gonna get sick of diving in the first 3 months, so in the first like month, so.
Plus, you wouldn't be strong enough to like do
Yeah,
the
dude.
dives that you wanted
Yeah,
to.
dude.
do.
I was like jumping on the board.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to jump as high as I could.
Yeah,
I
makes
got
sense. Makes sense. It's
So
a lot of pressure.
All I did was I told you I did a 1.5. I did a
Front.
back. Yeah, I did front 1.5, back 1.5, half, and I did a death dive.
Back 1.5 half is
Dude, I wanted to do back 1.5,
1.5. Really?
but then the first back 1.5 half I was short, and I was like,
Nah.
no, we're not doing that. But then I forgot how much I used to snap my hips to go around. So then the next one I did was so. I was like, damn, I'm pretty good at diving, but that's whatever. But yeah.
Oh, dude, you gotta go to like school for diving or something. I don't know. I really want you to dive still.
Nah, dude, I think I'm done with diving. It's just like the mental block. It just really gets me. I don't think I'm as mentally tough as you are.
No, the dry land, the spots, the belts. You need a actual coach, Dom. You've never had a coach. Now that I have a coach, I've literally learned so much, Dom. I've been diving wrong. We've been diving wrong the whole time.
Well,
I didn't know. You know. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know when you dive, you dive, right?
Yeah.
Well, I learned that you need to have your hips under on the throw instead of putting your butt out on a front. So you literally have to control the whole takeoff with just your quads and keep your butt under the whole time, then keep your chest up. It's so hard to hit the actual position, Dom, and we've never done it right. And I'm learning how to do it. It's so hard.
Well, I like to think that I got pretty far with not knowing what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna take that with stride. Because I almost made it. I was almost like the 32nd best diver.
Dude, don't even talk. No, you're making me so sad.
Oh, because I'm never gonna go to
Yes.
state. It's whatever, dude.
It's okay, dude. We're freestylers.
I mean, that was probably the one sport I could have gone. Oh, well, I think I should have recognized that I was way better at diving than soccer earlier, and then I could have. Dude, I had this stigma of wearing the speedo was just so bad, but
Really? That was a thing?
yeah, I was like, why am I wearing a speedo? But then now I think that people that say that are just self-conscious, and they're just not as. Yeah, they're just self-conscious.
It's just something to help you feel free while you do flips.
No, it's just people are like, bro, that's so gay, and bro, I ain't wearing no speedo. I think that they're just self-conscious and they're jealous of us for being more confident than them. So that's why I don't care what you say about the speedo or whatever.
Hey, but I also wanted to go into us freestyling, us learn our journey of freestyling. We're literally learning how to freestyle.
Well, it's just practice, right?
Yeah, 2 months ago, we were so bad at freestyling. We would try to play a beat and then riff off each other. Wouldn't come up with any rhymes other than road and that's it. And yo.
No, we
and
only did the bad words that rhyme with it.
Yeah.
So then but now, so we got to the point where we know kind of what rhyme together. We have a long list of things that rhyme together in
each category
in different rhyme sets.
Ode, it, I mean it's kind of hard.
It, at, ace.
Yeah.
There's a couple more, but
Give me a word. I'll list rhymes.
Show. Just do the basics.
Road, load, toad, mode, nodes, crows, froze, afros,
and then now go to the ORE, so you can get the show, store, door,
Chore.
board,
Whore. Lord.
reward.
Oh, the Lord can go into like sword,
Yeah.
afford, cord.
See, dude, like
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
that was so many. That was so many that rhymed
We
together.
would not be able to do that 2 months ago. That would maybe be like a four word list right there 2 months ago.
So yeah, but so then now we need to start branching out and start like doing new rhyme sets.
And then like double rhymes too, like like afford, double reward.
Well, I have a go-to
Double rhyme.
No, triple.
Triple. Oh,
Yeah.
What is it?
I was doing it when I was high.
What was it?
So.
Oh, was it the
That's
listening to Juice WRLD?
No.
Oh.
That's for sure. Press record. Less reward. Check your board. Check the score. Those are all triple. That's from the J. Cole freestyle that I like a lot. So I just memorized them. Dressing drawer.
So I go from like if I'm going to like
undressed your whore.
If I'm doing like Erie, sometimes I'll go to like Ereth, and then I'll go to the next bar and they go Ratal, erythritol, like the sugar not preservative substitute that goes into like sugar-free drinks.
Dude, if you're really creative, but your rhymes sometimes aren't there, but my rhymes always there, but I'm not as creative. If we combine it together, we'd be a really good freestyle.
Yeah. I literally it's freaking weird. But then I'm also like able to create a story pretty well sometimes. But
sometimes I'm able to create a story.
The story goes everywhere. It doesn't like stay in one spot.
Yeah. Yeah, but I will sometimes create a story, but sometimes don't. And, that's just how it goes.
I practice a lot. Like, I practice at least, 20 minutes a day while I'm driving on the weekdays. Because I drive to diving and back every day. I've gone through this before. I drive 60 miles a day. Like, I drive a lot. So, I have at least 20 minutes where I, just am bored of my own music. So, I switch to a freestyle beat and make up my own.
Yeah, dude. I think also if we start writing more, we'll pick up on more things that rhyme together, and that might help with the creative.
And the exclusive content for December, coming out with a song. So we got a whole month. Well, actually, probably about half a month to write the song. Then we got to produce it, come up with everything that we need to do. We don't even know the full process yet, but we'll have it done. Oh, the exclusive content for October just came out today.
Yeah, check it out. It's the behind the scenes for last podcast. There's definitely some funny moments on it. There's actually a freestyle in it. Go check it out.
Oh yeah, there's our first performance freestyle in it. One of the best ones we gotten on film.
So yeah, check that out. So in conclusion,
wait. The freaking exclusive content. I was gonna say something about it. You made me lose my train of thought. We didn't go into as depth as we could have for the behind the scenes of the podcast, afterwards, the after podcast meeting that we kind of have go over what we did good and what we did bad, because we kind of forgot to record after the end. But we pretty much hit everything that we do before.
Yeah, the part where, dude, I can't believe it crashed so many times. That was so annoying. But anyways, so yeah,
check that out.
Go check that out.
It's freaking epic. We spent a lot of work on this stuff, guys.
So yeah, send me your love.
Send us your love
for surgery. It went well. Hope you guys like the story of my surgery. We thought that was a big
chunk.
Big part of the podcast.
We only had four chunks today.
Yeah.
It went from what was the first?
It was tat, and then it was literally
tattoo.
just tattoo, and then surgery, and then smells.
And then smells, and then freestyling.
Yeah.
And then exclusive content. That's the 5 that we hit. That's a pretty good podcast.
So yeah, surgery went well. Send me your love, and look out for some more organic matters. Remember to just don't take things for granted. While you have things, I took my ACL for granted when I didn't have it. I learned how much. It's like. You don't know how much it means to you until it's gone, right? So just don't take things for granted, and
that goes for family members, the ligaments.
So, Yeah.
chips, food, shelter,
Yeah.
water,
Don't take things for granted. It's just
money.
show things you love. You know, I don't think we do that much.
Just stay happy. Just stay happy.
I don't think we show people how much we actually care and love them. So maybe
That's why me and Dom are pretty like, we try to stay like connected.
anyways, stay organic. Show people you love them, and peace out.
Salt and vinegar is the best chip.
Oh, that's so wrong.